banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans,
his counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance at the man under center at 6. He always demands attention.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one's incomplete.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive.
They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. This defense for the Jags, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And Bigsby once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Ward.
He finds his man complete. It's Morales. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Titans' 1st down.
They go play action with Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Okay,
here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, here's Ward.
He gets it to Matthews, complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brian Brzee, the man to bring him down. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Ward.
That'll be caught by Rice. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Ward. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Take Bigsby
With touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Titans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And we give you a look there at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns. You can see he's second best amongst NFL running backs at this point in the season.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive. And now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Come on, set, good pass.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Play action. It's Ward.
He finds his man complete. That's Morales. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out.
And the Titans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars getting set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You talk about this Titan defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
From the gun on third down, Gibson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And the Jaguars first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch that and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Got it. Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Looking to put a drive together.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing now, Ward. That one caught by Rice. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed every... thing inside, nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Second and 11. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty big hole as he's now to about the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On the pickup. It's second and inches.
Let's go.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Gibson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Second down and 8.
Cougar 19.
Man open left side is Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 70.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look at the NFL starts now. It begins in the mile-high city of Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's James Cook. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's the Browns QB. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. This one's gone to the half, all even at 10 apiece. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Packers. And this is Jordan Love. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Packers with the lead at the half. With that, time for a look at the rest of the action going on here in week number 11 in the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
To throw is Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans first
from the gun, Bigsby. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A little jerk. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready?
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Gibson.
To the right side and intercepted. He breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are not going to do it for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
On play action, Ward. Throw inside complete. That's Morales. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Football. And that might be Titan football. It is. You know, it's great to be a Pro Bowl quarterback, all-pro wide receiver. Those guys get all the endorsements. But we've seen a lot of guys carve out a great career as a special teams ace.
And it's one of the most important parts of the game. We can talk offense and defense all we want, but the third phase, special teams, that can be the difference between winning and losing. And how about the big play created here? Big-time effort, and that can help his team.
2nd straight week, he's forced a fumble. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Another run by Bigsby.
And we'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I do know from experience, when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ward.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to get this out to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
to throw. Gibson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cougar 19, go!
Operating from the gun, Gibson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Alert! Alert!
Right back to him on first down. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Out of the gun, Ward.
Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's go. 65.
Looking to throw. Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Back to throw. Gibson. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Dawson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
At the Titans' 31-yard line.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here now, second and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a one-point lead here in the final minute of action.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here is Cam Ward and the Titans.
Down 29-28. A little under 40 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here comes second down.
Come on, come on. Ready. Don't be lying.
He'll look to throw. Open target. Here's Matthews.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So the inability there to get the two-point conversion sort of leaves the door at least a little bit more ajar.
And puts the onus now on the kickoff team and the defense to make sure they don't give up a big play that puts them in position to lose.
Especially on this kickoff. Got to be careful.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Operating from the gun, Gibson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, you're at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
No way, you're kidding me!
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much